Alright, in today's video, we're gonna demo how to install Db2 version 11.5.8 on Oracle Linux version 8.8. So, or just Db2 11.5 on Oracle Linux 8. So I put the specific version here because I think this 11.5.8 is most recent Db2 fixpack, and for Oracle 8.8 is also most recent. Okay, and in this demo, I'm also going to demo how to install Pacemaker, that is the H8 software for Db2. Prior to 11.5.7.8, and we typically use TSAP. Starting 11.5, it's going to need to use the pacemaker. Okay, so the reason we choose use the Oracle Linux here, not only because it is free, and also it's fairly easy to show. Not only install the Db2, we can also actually install Pacemaker, because for other Linux like Ubuntu or Rocket Linux or Alma Linux, I find it's harder to get the pacemaker installed. Okay, and however, for Oracle Linux, it is quite straightforward, no hiccup to install the pacemaker. Okay, and also another reason is, for example, if you're interested to play a multiple databases system in a single box, the Oracle Linux, you can install Oracle, of course, and also Microsoft SQL Server on Linux, and also other open source MySQL, PostgreSQL, and non-SQL like MongoDB, Redis, whatever you like. So the Oracle Linux is very like the Red Hat Linux. So ideally, you can use the Red Hat Linux Developer Edition. But to me, the Oracle Linux is relatively easy to install software. So for the Red Hat, you have to do the registration, like renew your subscription, and so on and so forth. Okay, theoretically, to me, the Oracle Linux it's the same as the Red Hat Linux. Okay, so for ease, we just use Red Hat Linux in this demo. All right, so I assume we already downloaded the install media. So basically, in this demo, I downloaded the Db2 Community Edition. This is the image, and also I uploaded it to the server, so we can do. And so we can confirm the operating system. Okay, so this is the instruction I'm gonna follow. So the lower we're gonna do the demo. Okay, so let's take a look at the system. So this is my system host name, a simple name 08. So I'm logged on as the user root. Just for simplicity, you can use any sudo user. Okay, and the image we downloaded is already in the current directory. So it is this one. Okay, so and if you cat the etc OS release, you will see, let's see, you will see in our case, it is Oracle Linux. version 8.8. Okay, this is the Oracle Linux. Okay, so that is the given. We have the also it's a prerequisite. So, and then now we're gonna go to the install. So the first we're gonna install the DB2 as we said. Okay, so for this server, it's basically brand new. It is just a base server installation. There's no any other additional software being installed. Okay, it's just fairly a server install. The basic server installed, operating system installed. So let's first uncompress this image. It's going to be tar xvf. So this is the untar this image. Okay, so take a minute to download untar. So after untar, we're gonna do the prerequisite check. Okay, so and we'll find what to be installed. So in the previous some videos I already demoed several times. Okay, so in this time I'm just go ahead to simplify it. Okay, instead of to install the required packages, so I just do a single. Okay, so single yum instead of do everyone. Okay, so basically we need like a key shell and the bin utilities and the PAM level 32-bit and the lib standard C++ 32-bit. Okay, so I'm going to install in a single shot instead of like install one by one. Okay. Okay, so it's almost there. So let's go to the directory. So let me go to the server, cd2 server. Okay, here you see some subdirectories. Okay, so we're gonna do the prerequisite check. Is basically let's see, it should be Db2. Let's see, Db2 prerequisite check. So I'm going to use -l latest, okay, also -I without the pure scale. Okay, so let's do this check. You see you're going to have those requirements like the string function, utilities, like the key shell and some other, So I'm going to just go ahead to run this yarn install and use -y to accept. Okay. So let me fix this document. It's going to be -l -r. Okay, so that is what we want. Okay, so after those packages being installed, so we are going to check again. So make sure it is satisfied the prerequisite this utility. Okay, so let's repeat the command. You see now everything it is satisfied. Okay, now we're going to just go ahead to the install. The reason I'm going to use this single line to simplify the installation, and basically I'm going to exclude the TSAM and also the Pacemaker. Okay, so the reason I'm doing that, it is although we already passed the prerequisite check, however, if you want to use install Db2 and the Pacemaker at the same time using this Db2 underscore install tool, the part regarding to install Pacemaker is going to error out. Okay, so we will do the separate. Okay, just do the Db2 first. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is documented in the IBM documentation, but I think it may not be documented because there's maybe like the bug in in this prerequisite check or whatever, you know, it's not updated because the change for the Db2 and the HA software. Okay, so the install gonna take a few minutes, and so we will let it finish. Once it's finished, and we're going to go to the Pacemaker install. Okay, so in this demo, I'm going to just show how to install the Pacemaker, and in the future I may use this Pacemaker to demo how to establish the high availability environment that is more or less more advanced. So, but the purpose of here just show on the Oracle Linux you can install Pacemaker. If you try the same install on like the substitute of CentOS like Rocket Linux or Oma Linux, you will fail because of the installer is going to complain about the operating system. So, however, for the Oracle Linux, I think the installer think Oracle Linux, it is just a Red Hat Linux. It will be successful. Just FYI, okay? So for the, let me continue with this. For the Pacemaker install, similar, we're going to run this to do the prerequisite check. We will find we need install this package. As we see early, when we run this, the Db2 prerequisite check, it didn't detect we need to install this package. Okay, that is where it is when you install. If you remove this option, after the install, you examine the log, you will see the portion of pacemakers fading. Okay, because for whatever reason, the DB2 prerequisite check was not completely developed to also including they check the pacemaker properly. Okay, so now you can see the DB2 install successful. So we're gonna also at this moment you can go ahead to create an instance or create a database for test. However, I'm gonna continue with the pacemaker install. Okay, for the pacemaker install, we can go to the directory. Let's see, we're gonna go to the in the subdirectory, this folder called db2, and after that, there's a directory called Linux. So it's going to be Linux, Linux ADM 64, and in this folder, you will see if you need to install separate component, like see this is traditional TSAMP, this is the new one, the pacemaker. This is the GPFS that is actually for the pure scale. Okay, so you can go each directory to do the install. So in this demo, as we said, we're gonna install today pacemaker. So we're gonna cd to this directory, and first we're gonna do the prerequisite check. Okay, so we're gonna just do a db2 prerequisite pacemaker. So we're going to do this. So we return, then we'll give the install prerequisite failed. So you will see this log file. Let's take a look at this log file. So basically, this log file says you need to install that this package. Okay, so let's go ahead and install this package. So we're gonna do a yum install. Okay, so we're gonna yum install this package. Let's see. All right, let's do a -i, -o, just Okay, so go ahead to install this package. Let me change my document a little bit. Okay, so after that, check again. And this is going to be the install, okay? All right. Okay, so the installed package is successful. So let's do a check again, okay? So if you check again, they will say all the requirements are met. Once this check is complete, we go ahead to run this db2 install, okay? PCMK. So if you want to do a help, you can do -h. You can see basically this is the syntax. So db2 install pacemaker -d debug mode -I is install or update pacemaker. Okay, so we're gonna invoke the -I to do the install. Okay, so let's go ahead to the install, and I'm gonna take similar like a minute also, and I will let it run and go back to the list. Once this pacemaker install finish, well, we don't have to wait. Okay, so let me just exit this text file. So if we want, we can continue to create an instance and create a database. So let's do it. Okay. So I'm going to use this command to create the user. The user product already created. Let's just yeah, it's a user already create, and then we can use this is where the software being installed. This is the default location. OPT IBM DB2 version 11.5. Instance/I create. So we're going to use this just create instance. Okay. So let's create the instance. So after that instance created the instance, so we just SU to this user, the instance owner, and then create a database and run a quick connection test. Okay. So as I said, this pacemaker install is only install the software. Okay. In the future, if we need to set up cluster, for high availability, we can use. I believe in my previous demo, I don't because that is kind of older version of DB2. I don't have this like pacemaker install demoed before, so that is what I just adding to this demo. Okay. Okay, so it's finished. So let's continue. So let me go with this document. Okay. All right, so we finished the instance creation. So now we're going to go to the DB2 instance owner, dbins1 by default. Okay, whatever we want. Okay, so let's do a db2 start. We can also run like a db2 lick m-l. You will see what license. Let me see db2 lick m. Okay, license manager. You can see this is permanent license. It's community edition, and you can have 16 gig memory, 4 CPUs, And they also should have like a disk, probably 100 gig disk or something, but they're not listed here. Okay, it is on the IBM website. All right, so let's continue. So we're gonna do, let's just do the DB2. We can create a database. Okay, I'm going to create DB and the DB name, whatever name you want. Let's just call it a sample. Okay. You can also use the IBM utility called the Db2 SAMPL to create a sample database with some schema inside. So I just, for simple, I just create empty database and do a connection. Okay. So let's see. All right. So it takes like a minute to create the instance, the database. As I said earlier, the reason I want demo this on the Red Hat Linux, not Oracle Linux, because it's going to be, if we learn other database like RDBMS, you can reuse this server, so or you can install all 3 or 4 5 in a single server. You don't have to switch like the operating system. For example, if you choose Ubuntu, and probably you cannot install Oracle, okay? And so unless I think if you have a Red Hat, you can, because Red Hat is supported by all the software vendor, and since the Oracle Linux also, you can do the same thing. Okay, that is good thing. Okay, so Oracle Linux is free, and also it is relatively easy if you want to install Oracle on Oracle Linux. Okay, so I had some demo previously, use RPM install Oracle. So with a single machine, you can install a couple of RDBMS and use it for learn. Okay, instead of you have to cut a server machine to one machine for DB2, one machine for Oracle, and something like that. Okay. And I think it's almost there. So let me just pause the video and be right back. All right, so just finished. And if you want to do a connection, you can just do the connection, okay? That is local connection, so you don't have to use the password. If you do the remote, then you have to use password and the username. Okay, so you see that is what we just did, okay? Also, if you need to check the RPM, you can use RPM to check the package we installed, okay? RPM as QA and as lost, okay? You can see it. You see, this is all the package we installed, Pacemaker document, and also CrossSync. This is all the package we installed come with the Pacemaker. Okay, there's lots of packages. Okay, so Pacemaker Pro, and they are the one we just installed. Let's see when it is installed. Like today, you see August 29th. Okay, so this all the August 29th was installed today. Okay. All right, so that is for the DB2 install and with Pacemaker.